guys, it's Nishan Sensei back at it with another kicking tutorial. This video we're going to be learning the roundhouse kick, otherwise known as Mawashigiri, in 4 simple steps. Now let's get started. Okay, so for any roundhouse kick you do, whether it's your front leg or your rear leg, your back leg, all 4 steps are the same. They apply for both legs, right? So I kind of like to start like more forward with this because, you know, this is a kick that's going forward and you don't really have to like turn your hips all the way to the side like a side kick. I'll show you that later, okay. But first step is to just lift your knee up forward like a front kick, right? So it's just like your front kick chain, all right? It's as simple as that. So just practice. Your front leg, really like this. That, right? So now step 2. This is the step which most people struggle with the most. What you're gonna do is, you're gonna pivot your back foot towards the back on kind of like a 45 to the back, or all the way like facing back, which would be a bit difficult, but whatever. And then with that, you're also gonna turn your hips to turn to a round kick chamber. So that would look like, would be like this, right? So I like to kind of go a bit more than 45 because that'll really make me turn my hips even more. But the reason why you turn your hips, even though the pivot already makes you turn your hips, is because you turning your hips on your own will add even more power into it. Because remember, you're going from here and you're finishing off here, so you need to use your hips. So 1 and 2, right? You should really feel that whip motion. 1, 2, like that. Right? And it's okay to lift your knee higher. If you want to kick higher, that's totally fine. So 1, 2, like that. All right? And now obviously from there, it says the step number 3 would also be as simple as just throwing the kick, right? So you're just extending your leg and like all the way, don't leave it slightly bent, like kick all the way to kick whatever is in front of you, right? It's also important to make sure you know the footwork. I've already made a video on footwork, so click the top right corner there for the footwork video. So what you want to do, remember, is point your toes down, all right? Because you're kicking with the flat part of your foot, all right? So point your toes down, right? Don't have them pointing up here. Don't have your toes in like weird places, like just point your foot down so that now with your roundhouse kick, that's the part of your foot you'd be kicking with. So 1, 2, and 3. Now after step 3, step 4 is also to re-chamber. Back to your round kick chamber, then re-chamber back to front kick chamber, and then land. Now you might be wondering, why do you re-chamber to both round kick and front kick when going back down? Like why don't you just kick and then just land like that? Well, it's because when re-chambering, it's very important that you finish with as much power as you started with, right? Remember, you started with power here, then power here before the kick, right? So if you're just skipping the front kick re-chamber at the end, then you're already missing some of that power that, you know, to finish with what you started with. So you've got to do it to both, to finish with as much power as you started with. So now that we have all 4 steps, let's go through it slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, and land. Now, you don't necessarily need to land forward with this, all right? What a lot of people will do is, when practicing it, like going like down and back, is they throw it, re-chamber, and then land forward. I landed another forward stance. Then you can keep going. So now with my other leg, like that, all right? And remember, when doing it with your rear leg, you make sure to just use your hips, all right? With your front leg, you can't really use your hips that much because like that leg is already in front, and so you just have to go with what's already there. But with your rear leg, really thrust, throw the kick in, land forward or land back. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please, if you want more kicking tips, kicking tutorials, and other tutorials and other martial arts techniques, make sure you smash that subscribe button. And if you haven't already, make sure you click here to check out my latest video. Arigato.